Max. And this is part 4 to What If Naruto Had All Dojutsu, where we left off with Naruto beating Rasa and Rasa returning to his village, as Naruto had sent his strongest Anbu to tail him back to the sand. Rasa, realizing the Anbu, he then said, "Did your Kage send you?" He then replied, "Yeah, and he has a name. It's Naruto Uzumaki. And he will eventually wage war against all 5 great nations." Rasa then said, "Why?" He then replied, "His clan was wiped out by all villages, except for the Leaf, but he's still gonna fight them as well, because of what they did to the Uchiha clan. And make no mistake, 4th Kazekage Rasa, that Naruto does not need your help. You need his. And as long as our villages are truced, you won't be attacked for a good while." Telling him, "Once you get back to your village, tell your council and notify your feudal lord," disappearing into smoke, as Rasa cursed himself with listening to a child as he approached the village. Excuse me. And was immediately treated by medical ninja, and once he was healed, they told the council and the feudal lord of their truce, but the feudal lord said no, as he ordered Rasa to start war with the village hidden in the benevolence, because if they could win the war, then their economy would raise above all other villages. The next day, Naruto had sent the same Anbu who tailed Rasa to listen in on the meeting. He did and was confronted by Gaara as he was approaching the border of the sand. This is when he already had listened in on the conversation, was going back, but when he was coming back, he approached the border, and Gaara was there. Gaara then used some sand, but he kicked it. Gaara then grabbed his leg and about to crack it as he disappeared into smoke, reappearing and punching Gaara. He then did the same until Shukaku's chakra started to leak, as he realized he was their Jinchuriki, saying, "The One Tails, huh?" as he made hand seals and touched his arm, pulling out a jar that he then opened, saying, "Thank you, Naruto," as he drank it, and he gained the One Tail, as Gaara fully transformed into Shukaku, as he then pulled out another jar, gaining the 2 tails, and then he pulled out another jar and drank it, activating the 3 tails, bodying Shukaku, as he then said, "Sealing Jutsu, Water Seal," hitting Shukaku, as he then created a shadow clone, and then another, then 300 more. Then they used a flurry of punches and kicks on Shukaku, as Shukaku was actually being manhandled by him, as he then was able to seal Shukaku and Gaara by extension into a teapot, as he then went back to the Leaf, killing as much sand ninja as he could on the way back. He then reported back to Naruto, who had plans for their feudal lord not agreeing, as he was also very happy to hear that the Jinchuriki of their village was about his age, as he decided he wants him as a friend and ally, asking Nilo Ibiri, the head Anbu, to give him the teapot. He did and went home, as he then pondered himself killing Rasa. As he fell asleep, Naruto released Shukaku and Gaara. Gaara then asked, "Who are you?" And he explained everything in truth to Gaara, asking if he wants to be friends. And being with them could get him a revenge against the hidden sand, and his father by extension. He then agreed as Naruto touched Gaara's head, entering his cage, while Gaara was just outside of it. Naruto then said, "This boy has nothing to do with you. He's done nothing to you, but you still torment him," using Bancho Tenin on Shukaku, pulling him towards him, as Shukaku was then kind of down and Naruto's hand was on his head. As he then said, "One day, you and Gaara will be friends. I just know it." Almighty pushing him into the wall of his cage, like he did the 9 tails, but he was also able to hold him from moving, as he said, "I swear if you harm Gaara, I will kill you." Leaving Gaara's subconscious and going to bed, he then woke up to Nilo telling him that the sand had invaded, as Naruto then activated their war strategy, as his main body dispatched of thousands of ninja by Azure flaming them, as he then created circles of fire around all of them, all of the Sand Ninja, letting them just die of starvation and exhaustion by making the clans attack them in little bursts, killing them and weakening the village by extension. Their military power, at least. To the land of the T level, and Naruto's forces then grew stronger as they had little resistance, taking over the Sand Village and moving all of the civilians into an area where they can either decide to leave the village or stay and become citizens and be secluded to an area in the sand to start the immigration process. That took about a year, and Naruto then was pushed by the Leaf, doing the same thing against the Leaf, just with shadow clones using Azure Flames, as only the Hyuga members with long-range jutsu stayed back, and the other clans and ninja attacked the Leaf, as Nilo and 3 of his Anbu squad mates sealed up scrolls like the Scroll of Sealing, the Uchiha clan's secret scroll with all their fireball jutsu, the Saratobi's like Ash Cloud and stuff like that, and then stored them in the village in the Benevolence archives, and went back to do the same thing and aid in the battle. They had defeated all the clans except for the Abe-Rama clan, as Naruto then used Azure Flames, making their bugs be useless, and the Uchiha then launched fireballs at all of them, creating a whirlpool of fire, killing them all except for Shino, who had been coated with plasma bugs from the polar regions. Naruto had gotten out of the flame circle before it hit, telling him that he can either leave and live out as a ninja or join his village and repopulate your clan. As he then said, with who? He then said, oh, a girl named Hamaku. He then said, what clan is she from? Naruto then said, the Abe-Rama. Shino said, fine, I'll take the offer, asking for directions to the village hidden in Benevolence. As Naruto gave them to him in a note so that the guards didn't attack him. Leaving for the village hidden in Benevolence, Naruto then eliminated all the ninja who didn't surrender, but surprisingly, 100,000 to 400,000 ninja did. The rest were killed by Naruto's forces, and all of the ninja headed back to the village hidden in Benevolence. They were congratulated on their victories against the Sand and the Leaf, as their next target was the Hidden Stone village. Fortunately, the Leaf and Sand ninja who had surrendered weren't trying to revolt. Naruto had decided, since the Hidden Stone had a diverse terrain, they would flank the stone from each side in 10,000 ninjas strong, so that they could secure a win. And Naruto would deal with Oniki, and Hinata and Itachi would take his granddaughter, and Shisu and Sasuke his grandson / guard. 2 days before the attack, Guy and Kakashi had shown up at the village, and Naruto, recognizing them, said, greetings, Kakashi Hatake and Mike Guy. What's your reasoning for coming here? They then replied, well, you destroyed our village, so why wouldn't we come to the village where those people are? And you don't even seem to be a day over 10, so can you please tell us where your leader or Kage is? If you know, that is. Naruto then said, they're right here. Kakashi then said, wait, aren't you that boy, Naruto Uzumaki? Naruto said, yeah, why? Kakashi then said, you killed my comrades. As he then shed a tear, activating his MS, because he knew that Naruto was Minato's son, and he'd hate to have to fight Minato's son, but you know that comrade rule. And Naruto then explains the Uchiha clan, all about Danzo and stuff, and why he did it, and then Kakashi said, well, let's still fight. If you win, then we'll join your village, but if we win, then we're free ninja. Naruto then said, sure, as he activated his MS, and Guy used the 6th gate, and Naruto explained everything to them once more. As the morning, then, I guess you could say the clouds kind of rised. Like, okay, so it got to morning, basically, because it was kind of like dusk. Guy then used a morning peacock on Naruto as the 6th passive Rami Prada Path tried to absorb it, but it just charred his hands. The David Path then jumped in using Universal Pull on Guy. He went flying towards Naruto as he activated his MS, burning Guy's body with his flames, kicking him into the air. As he activated his 2nd EMS ability in his right eye, while in his left eye he was extinguishing the flames. The ability was making himself be amplified by tenfold for a set amount of time. As he then did it, making Itachi and Guy start sweating And basically, it's like a time reverse clock, kind of, but it makes him have, like, a lot of strength. It's, yeah. And Kakashi and Guy start sweating from the amount of power coming off of Naruto and his paths of Rami. Naruto then said, Naraka, summon him, as he then punched Guy, but he had caught the punch as Naruto said, as he raised his power even more, tempting Guy to use his full strength, activating the 7th gate, breaking his arm as he was sent flying down to the ground. It was cushioned, but it still broke his arm. To the ground as he then bathed Guy in flames again. Kakashi then Kamui'd away as Naruto said, too slow, as he had the Preta Path hold and absorb Kakashi's chakra, as his MS turned back into a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and then 2, then 1, as he was losing his strength. Naruto let him go, saying, Kakashi, the copy ninja of the leaf. This is why I am a Kage at 9 years old, creating a Shibaki Tensei as he clapped his hands together. Kakashi then said, where did the sun go? As there was a Shibaku Tensei above him. He then picked up Guy and ran as fast as he could. But the gravitational pull was too powerful as they were lifted from the ground onto the Shibaku Tensei. As Naruto then said, I found this jutsu on the scroll of sealing. As he created the Rasengan, adding a huge amount of chakra to it, amplifying it, making it basically like Jiraiya's Rasengan. He then jumped into the air, slamming it into the Shibaki Tensei, as Shisui and Itachi took care of the debris, and Naruto had won the fight. Anyhow, this was part 4 to What If Naruto Had All Dojutsu, and please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. The like goal for this video is 25 likes, so be sure to hit that, Rami X. Also, tell me any What If suggestions, because I have a lot of part 0s planned. I'm going to make a new part 0 to What If today. Yeah. And so, yeah. So, and if not today, then tomorrow. Rami X, out.